Now the tale of an ancient evil, clawing its way into the world where no one suspects. Innocents are being lured to their doom. Can the druids and the rangers of the Dreadwood be able to contain it? Or will the evil spread? Will those sworn to protect the inhabitants of the region and the very forest itself become the servants of this wickedness? Or simply die trying to stop it?
And as Adam would say, we're live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to. Oh gosh, I'm gonna do my best Adam impersonation. I'm gonna ruin it all. Okay, welcome to Greyhawk. Oh nope, see, I already fucked it up. Greyhawk Adventures : Into the Dreadwood.
Isn't that Wicked Studios something or another?
See, I already did. Yes. Okay, hold on. Welcome to Wicked Studios : Greyhawk Adventures : into the Dreadwood. No, I still fucked it up. Ah. See,
Close enough.
I have to do these things this way. When Adam sees how bad I do, he feels wanted and needed. I probably shouldn't have said that.
Because you could just write this down in advance and figure it all out before you went on. But.
Why would I do that? Look,
how dare you come up with these crazy ideas? Slow down.
Adam's there in the chat. First thing I have to ask for everybody who's watching there is, my audio sounds a lot better than it did last week, correct? And I understand what ended up happening is I wasn't talking through my my headset. It turned on my my camera's audio. So that's where it was getting the anyway.
I've had that happen.
Yeah, and I didn't notice it. I just thought it was the feedback or whatever. So cool. All right, excellent. So we're good to go. That's what I figured. Sorry guys about that last week. But hey, it is what it is. So anyway, hey, welcome everybody to the finale of Into the Dreadwood. And as you can see, we are down one furry-footed individual. He sacrificed himself at the end of the last episode because he's
Maybe.
Good. He's good. Yeah, I know. You know, that was one of the things because, like, actually, I was talking with Adam about it, and Adam's like, "Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice him." I'm like, "Well, we'll see." Well, I don't know. It's like I'm not going to let you know. It's like all these characters are still part of the same Greyhawk shared world that we have. So there's nothing saying that Wanderer, Ravast, Rolf, and Quinn can't show back up again. So
just take a foot and call it a day.
There you go. So first off, let's go ahead and introduce this spectacular.
Would that make him like a quarterling if you chopped a foot off?
He's here all night. Okay, so why don't we go ahead, Michael? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am Michael. I am playing Roth, the butler, who is kind of helping out here.
Is it aquatic elf?
And an aquatic elf.
That's right.
Butler. Yes. In game terms, he's a thief, rogue.
Yeah. All right, Wes, go ahead and introduce yourself there, sir.
Hi, I'm Wes. I'm playing Ravast, the half-elven ranger.
Excellent. And Katie, did you notice how normally I would have picked on you first when you were chewing, and I didn't do that. So I'm a nice guy. You're still on mute, though.
I know. I appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. That's why I kept like shoving it in my face when you were talking, because I was like, I know he's going to call on me.
You are correct.
It's like being in school and you're not paying attention and the teacher calls on you and you're like, 2 + 7, what?
Yeah,
how is that even possible to know that?
All right, Katie, go ahead.
I'm Katie. I'm playing Wander. She's Addison's wolf from last campaign.
Yeah, yeah. Now, before we get started with a recap or anything, I want to let everybody know that tonight we are giving away the colored deluxe hardback edition of the Low Fantasy Gaming book. And I gotta say, I know I say it every time. This really is a pretty book. I'm
Gonna
pretty.
be sad to have it leave your shelf.
You
is that
know,
what you're saying?
I am actually. I really am because the artwork in
Yeah.
here is pretty phenomenal. It's very and it's such a prettier book than the black and white one. But we're giving this bad boy away. And if you want to get in the drawing to win it, just go ahead and type enter into the chat. And at the end of the game tonight, we're going to give it away. And then after we call your name, secretly message us your address and your name so that I know where to mail that bad boy. So I will remind everybody, of course, and you guys try to help me. I'm an old guy. I forget a lot of stuff. So try to help me remember to give that away.
Don't forget.
I'll
to give
just
the
send
book
you my
away.
address now, and you can
Right?
send it out.
Exactly. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with a quick recap. And there it is. We got a couple answers. Linchpin. Excellent. So basically, what ended up happening is the party was brought into this. Basically, Tharsdun, some sort of presence of Tharsdun, has been polluting the Dreadwood and turning people into mutants and really just creeping out the entire place. The party went to go check on a druid that was part of the Enclave, Elton, which he turns out to be dead. And then when they come back to Fendril, who was also a druid part of the Enclave that had sent them, turns out that Greyhill, where Fendril is at, basically is getting taken over by the by the Tharsdun guys. There was like all kinds of mutated people. It was really reminiscent of a zombie apocalypse type movie where the zombies are chasing people around and stuff. They go to Fendril's place. He's working on helping to protect to save the last two druids of the Enclave that were poisoned up with this muckety muck that Tharsdun is polluting the woods with. And when they get there, the druid's house is encased in vines and shrubberies and things along these lines. They have a conversation with a couple of elves from the Dreadwood elves, and it appears that the taint of Tharsdun has been corrupting them as well. And they got some really poor pitches from these converted elves to they're trying to say, hey, you should come work for Tharsdun. It's fun, it's great, you know. They got a great 401k, you know, that sort of thing. But the party, of course, said no. The vines part, they go into the house. Vines close up again, and then an army. Essentially, all these different people who were being converted and mutated by Tharsdun in Greyhill converge on this house, and it gets surrounded. And they start hacking at it and trying to get in, and they are successful. They're starting to pour in, and Fendril's doing his best to try and keep the vines up and regrow them and what have you. And as he does it, they start making their way in little by little. Now, Fendril he knew that basically he'd found out through his wilderness spies that there has been a breach, a rip in the planar space and time. And essentially, this is where this tainted evil that's corrupting the Dreadwood is coming from. He had figured out where it is. And so he pleaded with the party. It's like, I need you guys to go there. It's like, I have to stay here, because he was trying to finish off with helping to suck the poison out of the druids that had been poisoned and were left there. and he couldn't go, and he's missing a leg because they had to amputate that when they first came up here. It's kind of hard to walk around. So what he does is he gives them this golden seed. It's a big seed, and he tells them, find this rip, this tear in the plains, and plant this next to it, and then you'll have to guard it so that it can sprout. And once it sprouts, it will close this rip. And he said he had some rides coming for him, but they had to wait because they were flying all the way from the northwest. And so they fought for a little while here in the Druid house. There was a part where there's a narrow stairway going up to the second level. These giant eagles show up, which is their rides. And basically Quinn volunteers to stay behind, along with the only hunter that didn't die that you guys were following. Ferric was there as well. And they stayed behind to try and prolong these mutated Tharsden people as they could, to hopefully be able to get the other druids up too, and then maybe try and make their escape. But the rest of the party, the three remaining individuals, agreed to go and try and seal this breach. They got on these eagles, flew off, and went to a place called the Yellow Cliffs, which is right along the border between the Dreadwood and the Good Hills. And were able to, after the eagles landed, they had a little map that was given to them. They made their way up to a very... Whoa, hello, that scared me. Hey, Depop Charter Harry. I love that name. That's pretty good. They were able to travel up to the mouth of this cave, and then that's where we left off. So let's go ahead and, first of all, let's get us some spooky music going. Oh, yeah, that's good. I like that. That's good. Hey, what's happening, Taylor? All right, so that's where it is. Now, you guys see here, let me go ahead and I'm going to, just to give the folks at home a nice little picture. Here's the little rope bridge. They were dropped across because, of course, the eagles were assholes and didn't drop them on the other side. They went across this bridge and then up through these kind of cliffs and whatnot to where they came to do you guys see this? I have to point this out in chat. It says down here, Adam, no mention of Quinn sacrificing himself to save the others. Real cool. Obviously,
100% you did say that.
Obviously, somebody's not listening. I know, right?
Twice,
Thank
at
you
least
very
twice.
much.
Yeah.
I was starting to think there was a sequel.
Yeah. Yeah. Still love you, Adam. Okay, and let me go here. I want to make sure that I have it. Yes, I do have that correctly. Okay, so I'm going to bring you guys over onto a new map here. And, yeah, exactly. You see what he said? I don't listen to Will. And you know what the sad part...
Literally, he and I were just talking, and he was like, I don't listen to Will.
Right?
Like a half hour before this game started.
See? And I'm the DM, for crying out loud. Okay, so do you guys see the... it's going to be in your lower left corner. There'll be a lighted area. It should be dark for you guys. Everybody at home can see it. So please don't shout out anything in chat. Which I'm sure you won't. You guys are all professionals. Top-notch folk. Okay, so go ahead and drop your tokens outside there. Okay. All right. Go back to here. Now, this is the mouth of the cave, of course. And I think I mentioned before, when you guys came up here, you could smell that putrid smell, that funk from that black tarish type of junk that you've seen in a number of different places and you can actually see like splotches of it all along out front of the mouth of the cave as well. Is that music too loud? Is everybody okay with that? The spookiness? We good? Okay, that's a yes. And I think we established this. Everybody can see in the dark, right? The only one that can't can smell in the dark. We had that conversation. Okay, so yeah, there you guys are. What are you going to do?
Is the door open? Then I could take it as a cave, so I'm assuming there's no.
Yeah, there's no door or anything. It's just a straight up
All right.
opening.
Well, I'll peek around the corner and see how far back I can see.
Okay, let me go ahead and light some of this up here for you. Bloop, bloop. And it comes into here, and you can see right here. There's like a walkway, and then you can't really see that there, but it's like a pit. You can see that because it's raised up a little bit. Because like when you take that walkway, the walkway goes up, it elevates and it walks up and around, so you can see the back here. Let me go ahead and. Oops, helps if I'm on the right thing. There we go. You can see the back of it, okay, but you can't see what's down inside of it. Okay, it's like a pit.
Okay, so what's the blurry thing up on top? And I say blurry thing because I left my glasses at work. So I'm trying to see what this up here is.
That's the cave wall.
Okay.
Yeah, right here's here. Let me reveal a little bit more because it'll make it. You'll understand what I'm talking about a little bit more here.
This is also kind of a blurry image.
Oh, so it's not just all me.
It's not just you, yeah.
What a illustration of how your self-confidence can be impaired. You're thinking it's because of your glasses. We're like, no, it's actually kind of blurry.
It's like, oh, thank God. I can completely.
I left my, well, I brought my case. But
yeah,
apparently
dude,
That's
I'm right there with you.
I love that.
If I take my glasses off though, it's like everything's a freaking blur to me. So okay. And I just wear my glasses when I do this stuff because I'm to the point now where I'm supposed to have bifocals. And so it's like if I wear my contacts, I got to wear reading glasses anyway. It's like, yeah, forget it. So yeah, so basically what it is right here, that's like a little ramp. It goes up, and this is elevated all around. And then what you're seeing, that blur right there, that is like a little bit of a rock wall. So it goes in, the walkway is elevated, and you're seeing like some cliff. So there's like a hole right here. You just can't see what's down in it.
So who's going first? Incorrect. You're not here. I don't believe in you, God.
Yeah, right.
Wanderer would love to go first, but she cannot see in the dark.
I will lead the
smell in
way,
dark.
fair companions. Apparently, I have to.
Before
So I'll start up.
before I walk into can I do a perception or detection check?
Sorry,
Knock that off.
I forgot
No
how to drink coffee. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't do it again.
All right. Now,
Can I do a detection or perception check?
sure. Okay. You actually hear some like scraping in like movement up here.
Like in the pit?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there might be something down there.
Excellent. I'm gonna creep a little bit closer and further. I'm gonna stealth as I'm going.
I was just
here.
gonna say, go ahead and give me stealth if you're gonna do that.
Great success.
Excellent. Great success. Okay, so yeah, you're moving like the wind there, man. And go ahead and give me a perception check as well there, Rove.
Alrighty. Uh-oh.
Okay, so you're not hearing it.
Now on my...
Wanderer
Would
has
I-
become invisible, apparently.
Right, I've stealth along with him. Do you want me to make that same perception?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception as well.
Where is that? Is that like a wilderness thing, tracking thing?
Let's open up the character sheet. So, and I do apologize, everybody. We are all still learning to an extent.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to do?
No, it's
I'm saying.
that's right. It's a stat.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, would that be considered like like my skills as tracking or wilderness or no?
Not for hearing something, and that's really what we're doing
Cool.
here right now. Yeah.
All right, perception it is. Failure.
Okay.
Makes sense. There are no smells.
So we're not noticing much.
Oh, we
No.
were doing hearing. We weren't doing smell.
Ravast. Hey, Mr. Renteria. Thanks, man. I appreciate you following. Good seeing you, brother. Well, hearing from you. So, and I forgot to say, Xeon is outside. It's like, I'll guard the entrance. And it seems like a good idea to everybody. Just in cases. As you guys are making your way in there, there's like you hear the faintest, like a little clanking or the movement of, it sounds like armor.
Do we want to go right past it, or are we intending to engage whatever's in there?
Wander will let you know that she thinks we should stealth around it, but if we look in and see something that might be useful, then we'll engage.
At this time, you guys definitely hear, I think there's somebody. Shut up.
Oh,
There's definitely some whispering going on up there.
Well, then we should proceed. Let's move forward.
Okay. As you guys get up here, let me go ahead and I'm going to reveal a little bit more.
Okay, I'll kind of come up here to this intersection and try to peer around it then.
Okay. Let me go ahead and... Okay. And it's dark in there, and that... excuse me. That real putrid smell is really getting stronger. You can sense it wafting up through the passageway from down there.
Okay. Now, would my blind sense help me figure out anything more down that way?
You definitely know that the passageway is clear. There's nobody there. I'll say that much for sure.
Okay, because that's better than night vision, or it's different
Oh,
than
yeah.
night vision. Night vision is better night vision than humans. Blind sense is temporarily heightens your senses, having the usual penalties for poor visibility.
Yes. So essentially, what's down in here, like I said, you can definitely smell that funk, but you think you can also hear. It's very faint, though.
All right, some kind of dripping sound, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Dripping sound.
Perhaps.
Is that
kind
just
of
him that hears that?
creature.
You anybody else who if you want to go over there or whatnot, feel free.
Would you tell us?
Yeah, I'll whisper it back. Yeah.
I think it's the pool of Black Ica.
Okay. You hear that whispering again? Oh, shit. What the hell is it? And then you hear, hey, hello? From over here in the pit.
I'll peer down and just see what I see down there.
Okay.
And I don't like try to give too big of a target. Just kind of
Just peek your head over
peek
there.
I'm gonna kind of
overs.
do the same thing.
Okay. When you guys are looking down in there, you see two men armored. They're
Like human?
Yeah, two humans. They're in full armor. One has a helmet on. One has taken his helmet off. It's like laying on the ground close to him. They're armed, and they look up at you and go, "Oh, hey, you guys aren't. Hey, anybody you got a rope? Throw us down a rope."
Well met. What are you doing down there?
It's kind of embarrassing. You guys don't want to go in there. There's some really fucked up shit going on in there. We were running away, and well, it's dark, and we had dropped our lantern, and we kind of fell in, and we can't really get out.
And
There is, I'm telling you, there's some fucked up shit going on. There's a group of us. We're mercenaries. We're part of Rutger's mercenary troop. He's in there somewhere, but he's lost his damn mind. And some of our friends have started. They're changing, but that's not the bad part. There's some kind of crazy tentacled freak from another world in there. You guys don't want to go in there. Come on, drop us down the rope.
Oh, let me see. I'm gonna see if they're lying first.
Yeah, how do you do that? Insight?
Insight.
Would be an insight roll?
Correctamundo.
I did it a
Oh, I do.
success.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's perception if you
Yeah.
don't have insight.
For sure, they legit seem like they're telling you the truth. Wanderer can smell the fear on these guys. You know, it's like they're like, you know, in flight mode, but they're trapped because they fell down into this hole.
If we toss you a rope down, will you assist us in stopping this evil? Otherwise, staying here is probably your safest place.
We gotta get out of here. You guys need to come on. Throw us a rope, help us climb out, and then we'll all leave. We could, because there's crazy shit going on in the forest too. I mean, better in numbers, right?
That's why it's probably safer for you to stay right here while we pursue further, or you can join us. That is your choice.
And they start like talking and whispering amongst each other for a minute, and they're like, "Okay, fine. We'll go with you. Okay." That's probably where you want to roll your insight.
Well, I'm gonna fail that because I'm gonna believe them.
Right?
I was gonna choose to believe
You're
them.
a trusting sort.
I
Ravas is going to
rolled
choose
a
not.
great
Ravas
success.
is going to choose not to believe them.
Good. Okay.
Wanderer rolled a really good roll.
I see that. You
Yeah.
got it too, and you can smell the bullshit on them now.
But I'm already tossing a rope down because
So-
I'm choosing
so-
to trust them. I'm already getting it out of my pack and getting the.
While
No.
he's while he's getting his pack out, Wanderer's gonna kind of like nudge him a little bit and then shake her head like
No.
"Mm-mm."
Throw up your weapons.
Fine. And they each one of them has a basically a halberd, and they have swords with them. So they actually turn their halberds around. They're not going to stick up the bladed end, and they stick up the butt end of their halberds to you.
I'll take their
All right.
weapons.
And then they take their swords off, their sword belts out, and they wrap it up, and then they toss them up.
What about your hidden knives?
And both of them produce like a dagger and chuck it up there.
Yes. The one tucked into the back of your belt behind your shirt?
No. I mean, we're not secret kind of guys. We generally just bust people in the head, you know, openly. But Okay, throw down the rope.
I'll lower it.
Okay. There's not really anything good to tie off in here. You'll have to. Well, you know what? I'll say there is a boulder big enough, so you tie it around
Just
that.
say otherwise, you can
looks
anchor
like
it
there's a
around your
boulder.
waist. And
Yeah.
There's
So
also a boulder-looking thing right behind Rolf.
yeah,
So
that's what I was gonna say. That over there.
Yeah.
So, okay. So the first guy, he makes it up. Oh, thank you. We were just sitting down there waiting for that. Well, for any number of things to come out here and kill us. And then after he's up, he holds onto the rope too, and helps pull up his friend. So, thank you. Can we have our weapons back?
no. You can accompany us though, and should we need to, we can give them to you.
And they like look at each other, and the one guy just kind of like shakes his head and goes, "Okay, fine."
Excellent. Lead on. Where is the people being held? Where is the tentacle thing, the octopus thing that you mentioned?
Well, here's the thing. It kind of just like it roams around. So it could be anywhere.
Wherever you last saw it would be a good starting
And
point.
then he points down this way here.
As you may have guessed, we have a pretty good tracker in our group.
He points down that hallway and he goes, whatever you do, don't go down this way. And so they're going to lead you over here.
What's down this way that you don't want me to go down?
I couldn't even begin to explain it. It's like a black pool of this funky stuff, and there's like people in it, and they're like transforming. So yeah, don't go down there. It's not good.
All right.
He's
So
like,
coming up to this intersection and looking that way, what do I see?
and here's the thing: is as they're there, it's like, do any of you guys have light?
You don't need light.
Well, we kind of do.
Why
Why?
were you here?
Well, okay. Rutger, he was working for this. Well, we were working for this guy Thargak. Okay, and well, he freaked the hell out, and then everything just went to shit. We were just working for him. We were being muscle. We came here. Well, he didn't really tell us, or at least Rutger didn't tell us. So I don't know what to say.
Right. And what exactly were you doing for Thurgar?
I don't know. We accompanied him here. I'm assuming we all thought that we were just muscle to protect him through the forest to get to this place. So
The name certainly sounds familiar. And I look at everyone else to see if they...
yeah, you guys all would remember. So Thargak is that wizard dude.
Mhm.
So none of you guys have got a torch, got a lantern, anything?
Just one more question.
Sure.
Could you just describe the path that you took to find where Thurgak was? Where you led Thurgak to when you came here?
Well, and he goes, you go this way, and then the passageway goes to the right, and there's a number of different passages, but you can pretty much keep going straight, I think, and then there's a really, really big cavern as well.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I shoot both of them in the throat.
Okay. So much
And
for
I
that.
push them into the hole.
Okay. They roll down.
That was really
And I
uncalled
throw their
for.
weapons down.
Yeah, Wander's gonna hide her face a little bit in her paw. She wasn't expecting that.
They worked for the source of this evil.
Yes, well, What do I see down this way?
Okay, so down this way, it goes into here. And let's see.
I'm gonna pretty much just stay at Rolf's heels.
And it's, again, it leads into a chamber. You can see that there is it goes further north, and then there's a little bit of a slope or a rise up here going up to chambers higher up. So it kind of like, you see the dirt of the slope and just the opening of where like the feet, would be over here if somebody was standing up there.
Okay. And then if I go back over to here, what do I see down that way?
Okay, down this way. You see it starts leading into another chamber.
I think we should circle this way first and see what we can find.
Okay.
So if nobody objects, I start heading down that way.
Yeah, Wander's gonna stay pretty much at Rolf's heels.
Okay. You get into, and this at the top here, it is a passage. Okay, it leads. You can see there's another passage on the other side, but it's caved in, and the rubble that fills it up about a good 6 feet. There's about 3 to maybe 4 feet from where the rubble is towards where the ceiling's at, and where all these different stones and what have you had fallen in.
All right.
Like, is that something that a wolf could dig through?
No, it's really big.
It's thick. Gotcha.
Yeah. It's not like gravel. It's like big old hunks of rock, and I mean, there's a bunch of small stuff in there too. But it's it's a decent cave down.
Gotcha.
What's in the rest of the room there that's blocked off?
It's just empty, rocks, gravel.
Oh, there's no other way. There are no other passages or anything.
No, just this. Well, if you go up this slope up here, it leads into another passage.
The
that's
top
up there.
layer.
Yeah, but you got to start
Yeah.
going up the slope before you can start
Alright.
seeing more of that.
I want to check the area, and then I'm going to start heading up it, yes.
Okay.
And I was checking for traps. There it is, traps. So success to check for traps.
You don't see anything.
Okay.
She's gonna start wandering up.
Okay.
No pun intended.
Once you get up to the top here, okay, and it's let me do this. Once you get up to the top, you hear this, and it's like echoing, and it you can't really pinpoint where it's coming from, because it's coming down each of the different passages. I would say, especially Rolf, with your senses, you can tell that it's not terribly close, though, for it to have that kind of echo to be coming at you from multiple ways like that.
Can we tell if it's like an animal or a humanoid?
It's definitely not any kind of animal that you've heard of before, and it doesn't sound like a human.
Okay.
I guess we'll continue down this way a little bit.
Okay.
I want to inspect this hallway as we go. Oh, terrible failure for traps. So I think it's perfect down here.
It is perfect. Okay, and this is another, it's basically like an empty passageway again. Small rocks and boulders on the ground. From over here,
I was gonna ask that.
you get that really strong smell of the
Yeah.
the funk again, and you hear the bloop, 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 bloop,
Yeah.
bloop.
I was gonna
Alright.
walk over there and sniff.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
So what about swinging upwards?
Okay, you're gonna see.
Okay. I'll continue up that way.
Okay. Here. Passage.
Great
turns around.
success on my trap check.
There are no traps here, sir. You are good.
Alright. And I'll peer down both of these hallways before deciding
Gotcha.
which way to go.
That is obviously just a connection there. This, however, is going into a much larger passageway. You can see as the cavern starts to go in, it starts to expand out. Okay. When you come up here, when you guys make it up here, there's a and like little pebbles and different stuff, and there's like a cascade of dust and small pebbles that come down.
Alrighty.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Got
From
another
where?
great success on my trap check too.
From the ceiling, right when you get to here. I'm gonna say,
I'm not
just put you
seeing a
back just a
ping.
tad. I'll ping it again, right
Okay.
up in here. It's like the entire place is like shaking. It's sort of like if anybody's been through an earthquake, it'd be sort of like an aftershock, but a small one. But enough to where it's dislodging dust and small bits of pebbles from the ceiling area. As Rolf starts making his way down this passage here, and you're looking around, you can see now it's not a trap, but you notice there is some like a big stone up above you that is precarious. It looks like it's starting with one good shake, it might shake loose. And
Oh, I
fall down.
definitely alert everybody behind me to be watchful of that.
Okay.
And I'm going to hurry through that area as quickly as possible.
Okay. Let me go ahead and reveal some more. Now, as you get into here, you guys hear again the
So, Wanderers
this time it does sound, while it comes at you from different directions, especially Rolf, you sort of think that it's coming from north in the caverns.
Okay.
Wanderer wants to kind of take one little tiny baby, like put her paw out a little bit in that spot that Rolf was before, where the rumbling started happening, to just kind of check to see if
it does it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
if you go and you stand right where Rolf was to begin with, which is not underneath where that precarious stone is.
so like there.
Yeah, right there. It doesn't start rumbling again.
Okay, so she's gonna walk slowly, but not slowly, like carefully. You want me to make stealth?
If you want to stealth, I mean, if
Yeah.
okay.
Where is it? Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
you're still being quiet.
Cool.
Once you get to the other side of there, again, there's a, and then the cascade of stuff, and that big rock shifts.
Good.
Doesn't fall, but it is definitely shifted. Possibly another good rumble might make it come down.
I'm looking at the rock and I'm just getting a bad feeling. Everyone, I say from the other side of the rock. The directions that we were given were to go the other way. Perhaps we should backtrack and follow the directions.
Yes, but you killed them, so
After they gave me the directions.
yeah.
That's why I asked before I killed.
Peering around, what do I see headed up this way to the north?
Okay. You've got... Now, in front of you here, there is a deep hole. There is a smell of sulfur, very faint right here, but you can see the whiffs of some sort of like yellow gas coming up out of it. There is another passage that appears to be going north that way, and this is a very large cavern that you're in here. The cavern is about 30 feet tall. Loose rocks, let's see how far is that there, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so you guys can see way up here. Let me reveal more of it. And you see, just beyond where your vision's letting you see, up in the darkness, just beyond this, because you see right here, there's another one of those slopes where it's going up. You see a faint pink, kind of sickly glow. It's emanating from basically whatever the floor is here. You can't really see it. So it's like there's a little bit of a rise and it goes up. So it's basically like a good almost 5 feet up off the ground. And whatever's glowing with that yellow glow, pink glow, is on the ground up there.
Well, there is something glowing up ahead. I can't be for sure what it is, but I think a bear is checking it out. So that rock back there, if it were to fall, would it block the passageway completely, or?
The rock that you're seeing, it's possible because you don't know how much other rocks will get dislodged when this bigger one falls. If the big one falls, it's roughly about, 3 foot wide by like 3 foot, tall. So it's a big sized rock. So it would block the passageway to an extent. But if that's all that fell, you could definitely get up on the rock and then climb over it easy and get to the other side. Now, if it dislodges other stones behind it, who knows?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to proceed up ahead at full haste just to see what might be up there.
Okay.
I don't want to know what is up that way.
All right, let me give me...
It's about 45, so a dash would get me to here.
Gotcha. Okay. Oops. I didn't want to do that. I want to do this. Okay. All right. Now, you can see here, let me do along the back. And the only reason I'm not illuminating that center part right there is because whatever's there up on the ground, you can't. Well, no, I guess if it's only 5 feet tall when you get up there, because you're going to be taller than 5 feet, you'll be able to see what's up there.
Mm-hmm.
So there is another pit. Okay. There's a lot more vapor coming out of this one. What you see, though, see these things that are around it there?
Mm-hmm.
These are, they're like little stone pedestals. And it's covered with brains. There's brains that are sitting on top of it in kind of like a small pyramid. There's brains stacked all around the base of it. Each one of these has brains setting on it and around it. These are definitely humanoid brains of some sort. they're pulsating. They're pulsating in light, and it's that sickly pink light that was you'd seen from further back in the cave. But the brains themselves are kind of pulsating, almost as if like they're breathing. The light that comes off of the brains kind of like coalesces into a small globe around each one of them. Each one of these globes has a tendril of this pink light that moves towards the center over this hole, and it's kind of coalescing into this pulsating and moving ball of pink energy. Now, is Ravas staying back in the passage where he's at, or is he going forward?
He was trying to count how long into the next aftershock if another one happens, or he hears screaming.
Hadn't heard any screaming.
That's true.
There is a the aftershock. I don't know how long. That was just a couple of minutes in between the two. And I guess roughly, if it goes about pretty much the same amount of time, it's roughly a couple of minutes. And then there is another, and then that big rock again goes. You know, the dust and whatnot cascades down with all the little pebbles falling onto the ground. It doesn't fall, but it looks very precarious at the moment.
Okay. Ravas is going to go. So just before I do that, this is the opposite of the directions that I was given, right? Which was to go up, then turn right, and go straight.
Yes.
You said go up, hang a right, and then go straight. At the same time, though, I will point out, when he told you that, he did have to think about it.
Yes.
And he didn't seem 100% sure. He was like, well, almost as if he was trying to think, well, what would be the best way to get to where you were asking? Because you were asking him, where did you see the... uh-oh. Did Steve join?
Now Katie
Katie
dropped
left.
off.
Uh-oh. I guess she doesn't like brains. I'm not going to mess at all with the images for right now.
I'm sure she'll be back.
Yeah, because when she comes back, it should reset. But yeah, so I mean, he did seem that way. Oops, I did it again. Where I pause it. I didn't want to do that. I'll do this. There we go. But you were correct. He did say to go the other way.
I was gonna say we could have the cat play the dog.
There you go.
All right. Well, I guess I will continue moving forward, keeping a very close eye on these brain things, and if they give any indication of changing what they're doing, I'm gonna fall back.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm gonna make it up to this corner and peer around it to see what's that way.
Okay. And I take it, so Ravas is going to go back the other way?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I will go between the two of you guys. Since you're moving this way, I'm just going to reveal over on this area. Then we'll bounce back and forth and whatnot. And then hopefully KD will be back.
Sure.
We're stalling for time.
Right? You need her fangs, man. Okay, so...
Yeah, I see she tried coming back in, but I think she lost her connection again. So.
Okay, so you see this here. There's another passageway that's over here, and then there is a passage over this way.
She's being signed on and off, she says.
Well, that's not good.
Automatically signing her out. So, yeah.
I'm not sure what to... Because she's got to be talking about Zoom, right?
Yep, Zoom, she said.
Well, let me see about... Go over here. Let's see if I can...
Meanwhile, I'm gonna try to start to creep
Should we-
down the hallway a little bit, and
Should we just take a break while we get that set up? Since it's only us and Will can't do two things at once. We know
Yeah,
this.
let's. Right. You're not wrong, sir. Okay.
yeah, maybe a break is a good idea. Don't
Okay.
forget to enter for the drawing.
Yes. Anybody who is new and in the drawing and hasn't entered, I saw that we did get a couple of new drawings in. Go Lynchpin and I think Taylor did too. I'll have to double check. But to enter, all you have to do is type enter into the chat, and then
All right, get
you
out,
can
get
be
in.
entered. So, okay, hold on a second. Got that. Okay, so we will be back momentarily while I try and get Katie back. So we'll be back, everybody. Hey, everybody. We're back. We're still having technical difficulties, but I don't want to leave everybody just hanging. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue on. Katie's going to be trying a couple of things, see if she can't get...
Now, I think she had indicated that she was going to stay close to Rolf early on, so maybe she
Right.
should just kind of follow and stay close.
Yeah. And I'm just going to adjust a little bit so we can get you back into the picture here, Michael, so we can see your smiling face. Oh, there you are. Okay. And then once I get that all set, I'll have to reset it again. But I'm a trained professional, so... All right.
No
Okay.
word on what you were trained in, but
Exactly. So, and of course I set it on just the faces. I need the battle map set. It's all good. And let's see here. Oh, which one I want? There, that's the one I want. I'm just going to adjust a little bit more here, guys, so we can get... We can see Michael. There we go. Okay.
just kind of a pose like the thinker.
There it is. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and... All right, here we go. All right, so which one do... First, I do have a question. Who's got the seed?
I do.
Okay. I will remind you that he said plant it next to the portal.
Whatever that means.
And
I mean, this
This
black
looks-
pool back there could be a portal.
This-
I don't know.
this looks like it really could be a portal.
Okay.
I'm just throwing that out there.
All right. Well, that could be a hint. All right. Got it.
Right. So now let me finish off because we stopped with me describing to Ravas what he was seeing up there. So you see up here, for one, there's to the right, there's a passageway, and then up here, there's another room. And you see up in this room up here, Ravast, there's a number of bodies. A pile of them. Just laying there. Okay?
Do they look?
They are dead, without a doubt. And the reason that you know they're dead is because they have their... While a number of them appear to have been eaten upon, there are some that all of them have their brain, their heads have been cracked open and peeled apart so that brains can be pulled out of them.
Okay, I'll keep moving then.
Okay. All right. So Rolf, here, let me. I'm gonna get Wanderer and put her up next to you.
I will have, since I've decided that this is the portal that was spoken of, I will kind of approach those brains really carefully. Like I said before, if I see any indication something's changing, I'm going to fall back a little bit and prepare and get ready. I have my trident out. My hidden blade trident is within easy grasp. And So I kind of approach, try to get as close as I can, and I will kind of use the trident, make a little hole in the ground, and then drop that seed in there, and then cover it up as quickly as I can.
Gotcha. So what happens is as you start going up the slope, the pulsating glow of this pink energy starts like what do they call those things where you put your hand on it and you see the energy from the ball starting to come out and it laces, you know what I'm talking about? The
Oh, yeah, it's a.
um,
I have one. I can't think of what it's called.
I can't either, but one of those. The energy starts peeling away in these tendrils. They're really small at first, and they start like reaching out toward you.
Like a Tesla ball,
Yes, yes. I think that might be what. Yeah,
a plasma ball.
yeah, yeah.
Plasma ball, yeah.
And you can feel like static electricity. The hairs on your arms all start to stand on end, and what have
Okay,
you.
well, as soon as they would start to do that, I would kind of pause and maybe take a step back before I would decide if it was safe to continue or not. I definitely wouldn't be charging ahead.
It definitely feels that if you were to continue up a little bit more, that definitely those tendrils will reach out and touch you in some sort.
Okay.
There is a and a shaking and a rumbling of the entire place, and you hear, especially Rolf, down here, you hear a crash.
All right. I think I will at this point kind of take my trident as far ahead as I can and kind of dig a hole with the tines.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm going to try to put that seed into the hole with a light toss and then use the trident to push it ahead so that it falls into the hole that I dug, and then use the trident and cover it over and try not to get any closer. So I'll bury it as close as I can, but only using the trident. I don't move myself any closer.
Gotcha. Okay. So while you're doing that, Ravash, you move up to where you're at in the passageway over there, and you hear the. And this time, there's no mistaking that whatever is making that sound is directly ahead of you. And then you hear. Like heavy footfalls. Maybe not as, because that kind of sounds like Godzilla walking. So not quite as heavy as that, but like if you were to just imagine an elephant, their heavy footfalls on crunching gravel stone floor, you hear that ahead of you. Okay.
Um,
Hi, I'm here. I'm back.
Hey, what's happening? Okay. So what I'm gonna do here, hold on one second. I'm going to. We'll just adjust again. Because everybody's kind of out of spots. But
Sorry.
that's all right. Did you do this on purpose?
No.
Okay, well then we're good.
I tested it before I signed on to make sure this wouldn't happen.
Okay. I'm just going to make some quick adjustments. Okay, but you're here and we can.
Yeah, I don't know why. But
I've had some issues logging into it myself, so yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have
It,
to
like,
take a look into
I
that.
log in, but then all of a sudden it just signs me out and then signs me back in and signs me out and signs me back in. So I'm not really sure it might just be my computer, but I have internet. I'm on Roll20. I can see everything. Yeah.
We're good. Cool. Okay. So basically what happened is Ravast and Lyre went back around and they're going the opposite way. Rolf went up with you towards the north up there. You can probably see where you guys are at. And were you on and heard about all the brains that were up there?
I heard about brains, and then shortly after you talked about like the pink around the brain, then it signed me off.
Okay, so essentially what it is, the energy that are around these brains are feeding a ball of pink energy that's coalescing above this hole in the floor, and through detection of the DM's help, we've determined that this is the portal, and Rolf is starting
Now, to be fair, I was just looking. I wasn't deciding yet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But Rolf is going to now. You are going to try and bury the seed there, though, right?
Yes, yep, that's what I described. Using just the trident from as far away as I can. I'm
Okay.
bearing it with my trident.
Okay. So, and there was these pink tendrils are kind of like stretching out, and they keep like coming out towards you, but they don't seem like they're they don't make it to you. So like they'll like stretch out and then it'll fade back. Stretch it out and then it'll fade back. Okay. Now, Ravast, you heard that up there, and then you're backing away. You're not going forward.
Which is it heading towards me or is it heading away from me?
It sounds like it's heading away from you.
Can I see anything further?
There's
I was here. Could I see?
Yeah, no, because see that this is actually a wall right there. You have to go up a little bit further to look around. Let me go ahead and I'll reveal it just so you can see what I'm talking about. You see how that little rock thing comes out? This is solid rock right here. So technically you have to move up so that you can see forward. So,
Okay.
Wanderer, you heard the. So what I want you to do is go ahead. Well, no, I'm going to tell you. Screw the rolling. You hear that, and you hear the heavy footsteps of something coming from the direction of that passageway you're looking down.
I hear something coming from that passageway, you said?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's not like right in front of you. It's down in there, but you can hear the echoing of it. Okay, but unlike before, where the echoing kind of came from all around you, so to speak, you're close enough to it now that you can definitely discern that it is right ahead of you.
Can Rolf hear it too, or no?
Yeah, I could definitely say that Rolf also hears it.
Okay, cool. Cool. Good to know.
Okay. All right.
I'll kind of like look over to him and see what he does about it. Does it sound like menacing, or does it sound
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah, it's menacing.
or a thing in pain?
No.
Like,
There's
what?
no animals in here.
Yeah.
Everything's
It's
dead.
menacing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're at the heart of evil. You can just
you
feel
might not
the
have heard, I
general.
found a bunch of dead bodies.
Yeah.
In a corner.
There's just a general feeling of dread that kind of permeates the entire place. So what I'm going to say is, okay, now Rolf, you've been able to dig it up, dig a hole, and then I take it you like maybe put it on the ground and then push it in with the trident, and then use the trident to cover it over. Or
Yeah,
something
kind of like
that.
that shuffleboard game. Only
Right.
I'm not pushing it along. I'm just
And
kind of.
what better item than a trident to do it? Because you can put it in between the
Exactly.
two forks to get it out there. That works out perfectly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. There is that you hear coming, and it starts. And whatever it is really starting to come fast towards you guys over here where you're burying the seed. Ravast, you can hear it fading away as it's going away from you.
I just want to look around the corner.
Okay, let me reveal that.
So I'm gonna move back here, so I'm out of its. I mean, am I out of its sight if I'm here, or back one more?
There you are. If you move back to there, whatever's coming through the passageway will have to. It won't be able to see you until it's basically right there. It'll come right out into the passage.
Okay, great. So then I'll try to take it by surprise.
Okay. All right. So you looked around that side passageway, Ravas, and then this is what you're seeing over here. This right here, and you'll know this because from being down in the lower passage. This is the other side of that collapsed passageway right there. You can see that there is another passageway here, and it looks like it's an opening into another passage or cavern over here. And when you look in around the corner, you feel, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45 feet. Okay. You see, let me reveal just a tad bit more. Bloop. There's a slope over here, and a huge shadow just kind of goes, just gets beyond your field of vision, and it goes down the slope, and it looks like it has sort of like an almond shape to it, or a teardrop shape, and you can see all these crazy like tentacles and stuff coming off of it. And you get the briefest of glimpse of that before it goes into the shadows. Okay.
Yeah. So Ravas is gonna sit down, and he is gonna take rip strips of his bedroll
Okay.
and put them on his arrowheads.
Gotcha.
As quickly as he can.
So that he can make flaming arrows?
Yes.
Okay. All right, not a problem. So, Rolf, you get that seed in there, you cover it up, and it's like as you're even covering up, it starts glowing. Even after you get all the dirt on top of it, it starts glowing. And there's like a small dome of this golden light that covers up where you buried it at. As that golden light starts, it too starts pulsating and growing little by little. And as it does that, that pink energy seems to recede away from it. Okay? You hear that thum, 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 thum. There's something coming. So I'm going to give you a round to do something after it's been buried, and then we're going to be rolling some initiatives.
All right. Basically, all I'm going, because I know that I was told that we have to defend this thing for a while.
Yes.
So I am just going to ready my weapons. Actually, as soon as I see something, I'll have my short bow out. I'll fire. Basically, then drop my bow and pull my trident up, and so I'll just kind of stick the trident right down beside me, so I can just drop the bow and grab the trident and run to meet it as soon as I see it. So I'll shoot, drop the bow, and yank up the trident.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, and what we're going to do just to make things for the expediency, we will do group initiative for bad guys, good guys, one side to the other. So, who's got the highest on your guys' side?
Well, I get to re-roll a niche. So
okay, so you'll get two. So definitely have you roll it, and then you can roll two. Take the best of the two. So
right.
they are going to roll
1, 2.
Okay, good, excellent. You got the 21. You got it. That's good because you rolled 18. So
yeah.
Okay, so you guys will go, then the bad guys. You guys, bad guys. Okay, so you'll get your actions as this thing comes fumbling and bumbling and stumbling into here. And let's see. And I just realized of all the different stuff I forgot to do, I did not get a token for this creature. So we're going to use another token for it. Put that guy there. Okay. Now, this is what you see. You hear this thumping. Okay. And as it's getting closer, you start to hear this like scraping and the falling of rocks and things. Now, through this passageway, what you see is essentially like it's like pudding or like Play-Doh. It's smashed. It's too big for the passageway, and you see these 3 stout like legs propelling it along the floor, and it just like, and then as it comes into the chamber, it expands into this. Like I said, it's like a teardrop in shape. It's got tentacles all over it. It's got 3 stout like elephant legs, and it's got a number, like half a dozen eyes in all kinds of different places, and it has a large vertical mouth. So,
A face only a mother could love.
exactly. Since
But
you,
I do hit it with my crit.
excellent. Okay, for 4 damage.
I guess, yeah. And like I say, I just dropped the bow and he grabbed the trident right where I had it stuck in the ground beside me.
Gotcha. All right. Now, Wanderer.
Right.
It comes.
Can I make an
Mhm.
insight check to see if I touch this thing, is that going to be a bad situation for me?
Well, I'll say this much. You know from the past when you've attacked certain things that it has affected you. So it's a good chance that it might.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Great.
But this is definitely an all or nothing
Okay.
situation.
Yeah. All right, she's gonna claw at it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you got it. Okay. That's definitely a hit, and that does damage. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
all right. I always forget how to do that. It's
You should.
It's luck.
you
It's
change
yeah.
Yeah, do the
you
drop
change
down.
luck, right? And you change to con.
You got it. You got it.
And I go
Ooh, you got a failure. Okay.
failure.
So, what happens now is you are at -1 to all your attacks. Okay.
Okay.
You reach out
Ouch.
and you claw it.
So
And as you
you mean
claw it,
+1?
I'm sorry. Yes. Yes. I'm
You
sorry.
mean +1? Because isn't it? Yeah.
No. It's
Okay.
the attack numbers are. You're thinking of when we do stat checks and you want to roll under 2 attack, you still want to roll.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
So basically, you
Gotcha.
reach out, you claw it, and you get a gouge out of it, and like this black, tarry, like blood-like substance comes squirting out, and of course, it gets all over your paw. When you do it, and
Yeah.
it's got that burning sensation again, like you had when you were fighting. Remember, you guys were fighting Big Beak. So, okay.
I don't remember a burning sensation. We were fighting Big Beak, but okay.
Liar does.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you can go
Does
ahead
it
and.
look Did damage.
Oh, you did damage to it. Yeah, for sure. You did damage.
Okay, great.
Okay, so what I'm going to say here, Ravas, is I want you to go ahead and roll me a D10 plus 2. And then basically we're going to say that's how many arrows you get prepped. Okay, so you got 9 arrows prepped. So do you want to continue on, or what are you going to do?
No. Oops. No. Why is that working? Cool. Is that right? 10, 15. So this is wrong, right? So this is it's double. So that's not 60 feet.
Is it saying that they're 10-foot squares?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, just do
Okay.
the calculation in your head. Yeah.
Okay.
Just count them off as 5s.
Yeah. So I can get to right here with a dash.
Okay. When you reach
But I'm in the
right,
darkness.
okay, when you reach right here, before you go any further, and here I'll pull you back. I'm going to reveal something. And you start running past this room to the north of you is another room that's just chock full of all this black, ichory tar sort of stuff. And as you start running by, you see a mound of it come sliding out, like an ooze of it, a mound of it oozing out. Are you going to continue running? Because you can. You can run past it.
No.
Okay. So as you stop, it rises up into a vaguely humanoid figure, but it's all black and tarry, and it speaks to you, and it goes, "Ah, you've come then," and you recognize the voice. It was the voice that spoke through one of the hunters when you were at Elton's place. It's the voice of Thargak. Yes.
Thargak, I presume.
Yes. You've come to join us. How delightful.
I wouldn't say that. I've definitely am interested in your operation, mostly how to burn it to the ground.
And he appears that he's going to attack you. So we're going to go ahead and swap back over to the other. Now it's the bad guy. Thargak's his whole thing was talking. The big guy coming in, his whole attack for that round.
So I didn't move.
Actually, yeah, you would still get an attack. Go ahead and shoot him.
Yeah.
Talking's free.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck him. 19.
That hits.
So it's 7.
Okay, the arrow hits and passes right through it, and then hits the back wall. When it goes through him, it pulls out a bunch of the goop, though, that winds up just splattering on the floor behind it. Okay? His whole thing is just talking shit to him. The big monster that's coming through, it doesn't get to do anything this round because all it was doing was pulling itself through through that cavern. So it really didn't do anything. So Rolf, Wander, and Ravast, you guys all get to go again. We're just going to start with Rolf, go Wander, and then go over to Ravast in the other cave. Okay, Rolf.
Hold on, I have a quick question. Did Ravast shoot that other guy with a flaming arrow when it went through?
I don't know. I didn't. Did you shoot him with a flaming arrow?
I don't have flaming arrows, but that sounds awesome. Sure.
I'm sorry. Did Ravast?
I didn't specify, so I guess we can say no.
Well, here's the thing.
I'll specify next time.
You were getting them ready. Do you want it to be? Because you totally can. I didn't know if you were wanting to save them for the big thing or what.
No, I wouldn't. I would have shot it with a flaming arrow, but I didn't say that it was.
Okay.
It was on fire.
All right.
But I want to shoot him with a flaming arrow next time.
Gotcha.
This time.
Gotcha. Okay, Rolf, what are you doing?
I do say you are one ugly creature to be here, and as I attack it, of course.
It looks like it's hurt.
And then I'm hello, roll 20.
There it goes.
Oh, here I get to use my hidden trident for a 15
That actually hits.
for 7 damage.
Okay.
I kind of like thrust it with my main trident, sort of miss, pull that hidden one out from my back, and right in his side.
And it's pretty much the same thing, sort of like what I described what happened to Thargak. You stick the trident in, and when you pull it out, it pulls out a bunch of this gunk that then falls onto the floor. Like
excellent
black blood. Okay. Wanderer.
Sorry, I was muted. I wish I had fire, but I'll claw at it again.
Okay. Oh, that is definitely a hit. Even with the minus.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, we'll go over here. Ravast, go ahead. What are you and Liar going to do?
So you can you can attack then move or move then attack, right?
Yeah, I'm allowing that. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so I will light the arrow
Got it.
and I will fire it.
Okay, that is definitely a miss.
But it goes right through him.
Yeah. Nice try, though.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So I'm going to then step. What can I see behind me, by the way?
Sure. Let me go ahead and reveal that. There you go.
So it's a risk that it just.
And actually, let me reveal some more. You see mounds of bodies. Very similar to the other room. Just mounds of dead bodies, their brains cracked, their skulls cracked open so that the brains could get pulled out.
Similar to this one or similar to this one?
This is just full of black gunk that
Okay.
you can see. This is the room that I was referring to, that one over
Okay.
there. Yeah.
So then Ravas is going to step back.
Okay. What's Liar going to do?
Protect me.
Okay. All right. It's the bad guys' turns. So, these tentacles come shooting off of this big-ass thing. Two of them shoot over at Rolf. Two of them shoot over at Wanderer. Okay, so... 6 probably is not going to hit Rolf.
No.
13 doesn't hit you either, does it?
No.
Nope. Okay, Wanderer. 8's probably not going to hit you. Does 15 hit Wanderer?
Yes, my armor class is 15.
Okay. You take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And it leaves behind some of that sticky gunk on you when it does it. And it doesn't feel good. Now,
Ugh.
our man Thargak comes up and he goes, "Here, kitty, kitty." And he comes over and he's attacking Liar. Attack 1. 19. Oh, hopefully attack 2 doesn't hit. 11 doesn't hit, does it?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, so there's only 3 points of damage to Liar. Liar needs to give me a Constitution saving throw, though. Failure. Okay, so Liar has -1 in all attacks now.
Okay.
All right, Rolf.
I make another plithy statement and attack.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah. 13?
13 does not hit.
All right.
Okay. All right, Wanderer.
She'll claw at it.
Okay.
Is that not going through? There it is.
Oh,
Crit.
there you go.
Oh, a crit.
Okay, so
Nice. And it's still technically a crit
Yes.
because if you subtract 1 from it, it's still I
Yes.
crit whether it's 19 or 20.
yeah, it's a crit. I'm not gonna be a total dick like that. Okay. All right. Ravast.
Okay. He's going to use sharpshooter.
For rolling for damage with a ranged attack, the ranger may make a perception check. If successful, the attack causes critical damage. This ability may not be used more than once per round. Okay, cool.
So another flaming arrow.
Okay.
3 and perception.
Oh. That's a good idea, though. Okay, so you hit it.
Mhm.
It does damage. It seems to do more damage than it normally would. Whoa!
And
I did the wrong thing there.
Now I'm down
Okay.
to 7.
I'll move it back up so everybody can see better. There we go. Plus. There we go. All right. And what's Liar going to do? It's got this guy, this icky black thing in front of it that slapped it with a tarry hand.
Yeah, she's gonna claw at him.
Okay.
So
That
19.
That hits. And it swipes through, and it doesn't seem to do as much damage as it should, but it does do damage, and it does rake, and this black ickiness goes onto the floor. Okay, their turns. Okay, 2 more tentacles. These 2 are coming at Rolf. God, jeez. 17
That'll
hits,
hit.
though, right? Okay.
That does, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's 8 points of damage. And give me a Constitution roll.
Okay, Constitution roll.
Or I should
Success.
say, okay, you're good. You don't lose the -1 to attacks. Okay, Wanderer, 2 tentacles coming at you. 16 hits. And
Yeah.
7 misses. Oh, you guys are lucking out though. Okay, so so 8 points of damage to you. Now we're gonna go over to Thargak. 17 hit Liar.
Yes.
Okay. And 7, I'm sure, does not. And she takes 3 points of damage. Okay. It has officially been 3 rounds. You're not looking at where you planted the seed because it's behind you.
Mhm.
But
yeah, I'm a bit
the
busy.
the golden light is starting to, you can notice that it's starting to emanate in larger quantities. It's starting to illuminate the entire chamber. So you definitely know that there's something going on behind you. Okay, so that's them. All right, Rolf, your turn, man.
I rinse and repeat last time with my trusty weapon. Only
That's a miss.
Yeah,
And that's a miss.
don't get it with my hidden blade either.
Nope. Unfortunately not
But
this
I
time.
keep it away from my real goal here is to keep it away from the seed, I guess.
Correct.
So then that I'm successful.
Okay, Wanderer. That is a hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oops, wrong one. That's you. Okay, Ravast.
Put an arrow right through his eye.
You can do it.
Fuck.
That's a miss.
I won't
Okay.
do that.
And
Okay. I'm going to take a step back,
okay.
and Lyra will take.
All right.
Actually, fuck it. Just go back.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That's another round down. All right. Their turns and then another round down. They go so fast when there's so few people. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Rolf, here comes 2 tentacles. That's a miss.
Yes,
That's
and
a
this.
miss. Wanderer. So that's a miss. That's a miss. Okay.
Yay!
All right. Now, Liar. Here we go. Oh, for crying out loud. You got
That's what we like to see.
Yeah, that was complete crap all around. Nobody got hit that round.
You hate to see it.
I do. I really do. Okay, Rolf. I want one of you to die in here. Come on. There's got to be for some dramatic effect.
One of us will.
Okay.
I continue pushing forward.
Okay.
21 for 8 damage.
Ooh, nice.
I don't suppose by any chance it's staggered at this point.
Nope.
No, I didn't think so.
It is a bag o' hit points, I think is the technical term. Let's see here.
But I keep pushing myself and you know, in making sure that I'm constantly in between it and the seed behind me.
And you're
If
very
it should maneuver, I maneuver with it.
yeah, and you're very successful with that so far. And it doesn't seem like it's doing anything aside just trying to. Aside, it's almost as like these things that are reaching out and they're trying to grab a hold of you as well as hit you is what they're looking to do.
Mhm.
All right, Wanderer.
There it is. For some reason that keeps happening. Here we go.
That's a hit. Okay. Ravast.
Can I call out to Xeon? Because he was waiting outside.
Sure, go ahead. Call out to him.
Uh,
Did Xeon
Mother-
show up?
Hi.
Fucker!
There he is.
Help
All
out! You lazy son of a bitch! Come in here.
Okay.
And then I will fire another arrow.
Gotcha. All right, hold on a second here. I'm going to do a quick Dooma-hicker. That's technical terminology. Don't try and repeat me. Put that over there. And because everybody wants to see. There he is. Okay, and then let me go ahead and grab. Is that what we got there? Oh, of course. I didn't even need to do that. No, come on. There we go. Oop. And there's Michael's smiling face. Put him right there. Ta-da! Look at that. Okay, cool. Now you can see the map there, right, Xeon? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, what I'm going to say is you were coming up, and for whatever the reason, you're outside protecting the entrance. You can come
Very
up
important.
over here to where Ravast is. Okay?
Cool.
So just go ahead and drop your token right there. And basically, you come up, and then Ravast informs you that here is a transformed mud pie of Theragak, and there's some kind of big creature in the next room that you guys have to get to. Okay?
Great.
And basically, how we're doing it is all the good guys attack, and then the bad guys attack, and we're just going back and forth. So
Sure.
I'll call out when it's your attack. So who did we just leave off on? Ravast, right?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and go, Ravast. That's a hit.
Wait.
Now this is a flame
Which-
arrow,
which-
though, right?
Yeah. But
Okay.
that should be. That should be a. It's not a crit.
Obviously, no. You rolled a 15. It looks.
No, I
like.
rolled a 15. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's flame arrow.
Okay. Liar.
Does it react specially to the flame arrows, or does it look like?
No,
it's not
but it
looking at
looks
it?
like when Liar hits it and claws through the muck after it gets pulled apart and some of it gets pulled away from it, it kind of just like reforms. When fire hits it, it burns off more of it, and it's like still like closing up or reforming. It's just really slow. Okay,
Okay.
so you can tell that it's doing something different to it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Liar, that is a hit. Oops.
And I will move to the side slightly so
Okay.
Sion can get past.
Yeah, he's like, go get him.
Yes. After you, sir.
Okay. So, all right, Xeon. He points in there, and there's like this like humanoid tar figure that's in there, and he's pointing at it.
Great. I'm gonna take after him, sit back here, and just shoot my short bow at it.
Oh, great.
Excellent.
Your cat is being a wonderful tank.
There you go.
Yes. Well. One does what one can.
There it is.
That is a miss.
I
Yeah,
figured.
shit Archer though.
Okay.
Never claimed to be a good one.
Okay, so that's the good guy's turn, so it's the bad guy's turn. Here we go. We've got attacks on... there's 2 attacks coming at Rolf. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay.
Excellent rolling.
You
Excellent. I commend you.
You get an attack. An
Oh,
attack
perfect.
of opportunity against because it fumbled.
All right. Does that mean I get to use?
You only
I
get
thought
one
there-
attack.
Well, it's not movement provoked, is it? No.
No.
All right. So just a regular. Hits AC 15.
That does hit.
Damage of 7.
Okay, and now let's do
Because I have an ability when you are the subject to a free attack due to your movement, the enemy suffers disadvantage, but that doesn't count. I keep trying to use that because I think it should apply in some situation, but
Right. It missed its second attack because it was a 10. Okay, we got 2 attacks coming at... these 2 attacks are coming at Wanderer. 11, that's a miss. 8, that's a miss. Now we go to Thargak. Thargak is still attacking Liar. But you see crawling up and over from like out of its back and part of its head, it like a glob comes out of it and sprouts wings and flies down the hallway. It's almost as if it just birthed like a tar bat out of its head.
So does Slayer get an attack of opportunity?
Sure, why not?
Yes.
Let's see. That's a hit. Okay, and we're going to put it on the creature that came out. Okay. Zoop, zip. And it flies 5, 10, 15, 20. It comes over to Ravast. And it's going to attack Ravast. Ah, for crying out loud. Okay, attack it.
Fantastic. Don't mind if I do. Can I use my sword?
Yes. You get it is a free action to draw a weapon. So you can just drop your bow and pull out the sword and attack with it.
This sword is Wicked Shot.
Yes.
And it bypasses all damage reduction.
You are correct. And it hits.
Right.
And it appears to have actually done more damage to it than you would think.
Dope.
Okay. So now we've got Thargak is going to attack Liar twice.
Don't do it.
That is 12's a miss, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So
I'm
14.
not telling you. That doesn't hit either.
Okay, and then it's going to... Oh, it already did its attack. Okay, cool. All right, and it only gets 1 attack. So that's another round down. Okay. Now, behind you, Rolf, that gold energy has glown really big. It's like really bright here, and you start hearing a sizzling and a cracking and a... That vertical mouth that's in the center of this big blobby thing with all these tentacles starts going... It doesn't seem to be happy. Wanderer, since where you're at, from your position, you can start to see that the yellow, I keep wanting to call it yellow, the pink energy that is emanating from these brains and stuff starts to like evaporating in smoke. Okay?
Dope.
Okay.
All right, Rolf, it's your turn, man.
I continue to hold my position.
Get him.
20 for 5 damage.
That is a hit. Okay.
I'm not supposed to use staggered yet.
Not yet. All right, Wanderer.
Oh, balls. He's not staggered yet?
Nope. You want to know? I'll even tell you. You guys want to know how much damage you've done to him so far?
Yeah.
59 points.
Holy balls.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, Wanderer. Do it.
You're gonna call at it. I'm not even gonna leave a dent.
That's
even
a
hit?
That hits, yeah.
Alright. So I see Liar biting. If I bite, is that gonna do damage to my mouth? Like, am I gonna ingest that?
You might. You could try it.
Yeah.
Here's
I
the
don't
thing.
want to.
Here's what I'll tell you. You only had to roll for the saving throw once, if you've noticed.
Okay.
You've hit this thing more than once. So,
Right.
Will you be, if you survive, will you be sick and probably throwing up? Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Nah, I don't want to do that.
Will you get turned into, like, a Thars done puppy? Maybe. I don't know.
That would be kind of dope, but I don't want to do that.
All right. So yeah, so that was your attack. Okay, so we come back over here. Ravast.
Take the sword and try to, cut it down.
Excellent. You hack off a decent chunk of this thing, but it's still kind of like. All right, is Liar going to attack Thargak?
Yes. Before that happens, I'm going to move
Okay,
to here.
gotcha.
And then yes.
Okay,
16.
that is a hit.
Good job, baby.
Okay. Now, Xeon, it is your turn, and Ravas has kind of stepped in your. You can still shoot it, okay? I'm just saying that when you roll your fumble, there's a 33% chance that you'll hit Ravast. So
That's why I moved to where I moved, so I wasn't directly in the line.
there's rock right there.
It's all good. I'm gonna take my swords out against this guy.
There you go.
Does he get because we're both there?
Technically, here's the thing: you won't be able to attack it at that point because, essentially, you guys here. Let me move you back. You see that thing right there? That's rock, and it goes all the way up. So
But to be fair, Steven wasn't here when you explained that.
Yeah. So what I was assuming is when they were in the positions that they were in before this, you could just like shoot around the corner, because Ravast, for one, you could shoot past. For two, Ravast was over to one side, so it wasn't a thing. So
that wouldn't have moved.
yeah. So
I thought he could get
no.
I thought he
Do
would
you
go both
want?
in melee.
Well, we could change the move. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll stay here then.
okay, cool. All right, cool. You could totally go toe to toe with him now. Just step up to
So
his ass.
I'll step up to him.
Okay.
All right. First swing,
That's a hit.
and then second swing.
And that's a miss. Okay. This thing is bloodied. And I know, Xeon, that means something for you.
It sure does.
So
Kill it.
that means you're going to do extra damage to it, correct, on that hit?
It
It was
was-
bloodied when you hit it. Is what I'm
Oh,
trying to
then
say.
yeah.
Yeah, let me put the little marker on it for now. There you go. Staggered, not bloodied. We keep saying bloodied. That's not the term for low fantasy gaming. It's staggered. So, there we go.
So 2d8 is what I need.
Okay. You
That's
do
on top of what I did.
Yeah, you do extra damage to it. Okay. It's still there, though. Okay. The bad guy's turn. We've got two tentacles that are coming out at Rolf. God bless America. All right. It's Wanderer. Come on. You can give me two. Oh, two?
Did
In
you
a
just
one!
bless Eric?
Hey,
Yeah.
Wanderer gets a free attack.
You get a free attack, Wanderer.
Crit!
Oh!
Nice.
Jesus.
We're a
Okay.
good team over here, Butler and Wolf.
All
I mean,
right.
we're fighting the big bad, but you guys can take the
sounds like a
henchman. It's fine.
Comment.
Okay. We've got two attacks coming at Liar. 10 is a miss. 3 is a miss. we've got one attack. It's definitely zeroing in on Ravas because of that sword. And it's... Anyway. Okay. All right. That's another round down. Okay. At the start of this round, that gold light is pulsating behind you. And you start to feel, well, it's just pulsating. I'll get to that. So, Rolf, what are you going to do?
I'm going to keep pushing home my attack and keeping myself between it and the light.
Okay.
So a 15
That hits.
for 6 damage.
Okay. All right, Wanderer. That hit. All right. Okay. So, Ravast.
Sure.
That's awesome.
Gone. The blade goes whistling through the air, slices into this big tarry bat form, and as it passes through it, the sword glows for a moment, and where it cuts through the tar, it turns to ash. 2 halves of this creature fall to the ground, and both of the tar ends of it quickly dissolve into ash on the floor. It is no mas.
I'm gonna hold my sword up at Thurgak and just look at him. And can with my free action, can I hand Xeon one of my flaming arrows? I have 6 left.
Sure, why not? He's holding his short swords right now, so...
I'll put it in the ground.
Okay. You'll have to light it again. Granted, the GM's nice and hasn't asked how you're lighting them, but it's all good.
I have a torch.
But you've never lit it.
That's what I was preparing them. What was my preparation?
That's
Yeah,
true.
wait,
You
wasn't he
did
preparing that,
say
like, all
no.
the-
No. You did say
Yeah.
you did say you. I'm saying it wrong. I'm giving it. I'm saying you did say that. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, by the way, Wander, for giving me back. Thank you.
I was trying to be a smart ass, and it failed miserably. Okay.
So I will put one of the flaming arrows on the ground for Xeon if he so decides to use it. And that's
Okay.
my turn. Oh, and liar. Sorry.
Okay. So, yeah, let's do liar. Okay, that hits. He's not happy. Okay. Xeon.
All right, I'm gonna take that lovely flaming arrow and take a shot, and hopefully not blow this one.
It's too bad. It
Wah,
missed.
wah.
I was hoping for a fumble, and then you shoot liar, but it's all good. I'll take what I can get. Okay, so it's the big bad.
Hoping for that?
Well, of course, I'm the DM. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. Okay, here we go. We've got 2 tentacles coming in at Rolf. 15, that hits you, doesn't it, Rolf?
Yes.
Okay. You will take 4 points of damage and give me that con roll, save,
All right.
and 10's going to miss you. Okay, now you are at -1 to your attacks. He finally connected with you and you failed to roll. Okay, we've got 2 attacks now coming at Wanderer. 8's going to miss. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. We're going to have 2 attacks coming at Liar, but another one of those things gets birthed out of Thargak. You can go ahead and have Liar give the attack of opportunity because it's going to come flying down at you guys. That's a miss. Okay. It comes down. It's going to attack a Ravast. 13 misses. Thargak attacks Liar twice. 18 hits. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. 15 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what happens. I've been waiting for a double hit. Okay, first, let's roll the damage.
Sure.
So there's 5 and 3 points of damage. Okay?
What?
So 8 points of damage altogether. The first hit, the arm slaps onto Liar, and the second arm comes over, wraps around Liar, and it grabs Lyre and starts pulling Lyre into its body. So Lyre is currently grappled by this thing. Okay. Ooh, I've been waiting for that. Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. No. Savor it. That red represents the anger that you said you wanted to kill the cat. Just so everybody knows.
Not a problem.
It's an anger order.
I appreciate that. That's good. Here, I'm going to put a little thing on Thargak. Hold on a second. That lightning bolt means he's electric. All right. Okay, so that was all the bad guys over there, correct? No, the little thing that came flying over. Did I attack with that?
Yeah, you missed.
I missed. Okay. All right, so that's another round gone by. The pulsating golden light behind Rolf erupts in an explosion. It throws force out from it. I need Wanderer and I need Rolf to give me dexterity saving throws.
I have advantage on these.
Yay. Okay, you make it. You remain on your feet. Okay, you both do. I would think that Wanderer would have advantage on that too, seeing as how it's got 4 feet. But you made it. You made it anyway, so we're not going to worry. I would rule it that way regardless. Okay.
Cool.
And Wanderer, you see over your shoulder. Out as that explosion happens, there's all these green growing tentacles come shooting up out of the ground and start flailing about, smashing the brains. The pink energy that was there it has pretty much just evaporated and is gone as these tentacles just start going to town, rending and reaping all those things. The big monster screams again. Does not seem to be happy at all. All right, Rolf, your turn, man.
I guess I will keep fighting this thing. And so I pull out my hidden one, and it doesn't hit either.
All right, Wanderer. That's it? Oops, I did the wrong one. There we go. Okay. Ooh, it's getting close there. Okay. All right, Ravast. There's another one of those flying things in front of you.
If I hit it, let me know if it goes to 10 or below.
Oh, yeah, it's far from that, but I will.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just reminding you.
Yeah.
I figured it was far from it.
Yeah, it's not even staggered yet. Okay. All right. Ravast.
I'm going to put the blade in the ground.
Uh-huh.
And take out my bow. And I'm going to shoot Thurgat.
If you miss, there's a chance you'll hit Lyre, just so you know.
We'll see.
All right, come on, 1. Damn. Okay, that hit.
And I'd like to do a maneuver.
Okay.
I'd like to take some of the oil,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to throw it on him while the flaming arrows hit him.
Okay, you want to chuck a bottle of oil over at him and have him get on fire? Is what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a real good chance that you'll burn up Lyre while you do that too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, I mean she'll be fine.
Okay.
We've done this before.
Okay. All right. So basically, what I'm going to say is, yeah, I will allow you to go ahead and give me a dexterity check. Because essentially you're just chucking it at it, trying to hit him with it. I'll just say, and yeah, if you hit, the bottle will hit, and oil will go all over the place. If you have a great success, no oil will get on Liar. If you have just a regular success, there's oil on both of them. Oh, forget you, dude. Whatever. And you called it. That's the thing that pisses me off. You're like, whatever, I've got it. All right.
You have to believe in the cat.
Okay, so roll. I'm just going to do roll 2d6 for me. Okay. And I should have done this, but I'll do it now afterwards, because he had just... And that actually, his staggered went up after the first hit. It had just gone off.
I don't have anything special for that.
Right,
unlike
but-
every single other person on this
Yeah.
in this party.
But I should have put that up there, but I didn't. I forgot. So, okay. So Liar.
So Liar can attack.
Be at disadvantage because she is grappled, but she can still attack. Unless she's gonna bite. If she's gonna bite, I'll let it be normal. I'll let you re-roll that if you want. If you want her just to bite,
Okay.
and that misses. Okay.
Well, you
Yeah.
win some, you burn alive and lose some.
Well, let's put it this way: you pulled that bullshit out of your ass with the oil, so it's all.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
But the sword's next to me on my right hand side.
yeah. Okay, Zia, your turn.
I'm just gonna attack with my swords to the guy
Okay.
right in front of me.
That's a miss.
I'm gonna hidden blade to reroll that.
Okay.
I don't think I can reach the sword. That's the problem.
No, it's next to, we're 5 feet apart.
Yeah, it's right there. You could grab it.
All right, then I'll grab it and swing it with my offhand.
Okay.
Is that
Oh, sorry.
Oops.
I'll roll it. Look at chat. What? Excuse me?
Okay.
That's like impossible. Okay. Sorry, doesn't hit. You still have it though.
all right?
No, it did damage because you rolled a hit, didn't you? Oh no, I got you. I see what you guys did. Never mind.
No, my first attack.
Yeah. Got you. Okay. And okay, it's the bad guy's turns. Okay, we've got 2 tentacles coming at Rolf. 16 hits.
Yes.
Didn't get 2. Okay, so you just take 6 points of damage.
All right.
Okay, Wanderer, attack 1. 15 hits, right?
Get down, kitty.
Yes.
Okay, second attack. Misses. Okay, so you're only going to take 8 points of damage. Thargak. Now this is where it's going to get nasty for Kitty here. So the kitty is going to take... First, I want her to give me a Constitution save. Fail. Excellent. Okay. All right. Now this could be bad or not bad. Let's see what happens here. Okay, she takes 19 points of damage and loses 1 strength.
So she's out.
Okay. So she's out, and then as you guys are fighting that thing over there, I'll just describe what happens and you see it. As he had grabbed her and encompassed her, he pulls her in and envelops Liar in his entire body. What is Liar's Constitution score?
10. Oh no. Well, the score. 17.
Ugh, that wasn't enough though. Appears to get like better when he does that. He's still staggered though.
And on fire or not on fire?
Well, the fire went out. Well, you'll do one more round next round of fire damage to him, but it's going to go down to 1d6, and then it'll be burned down. Okay, so go ahead and just roll that fire damage for him. Roll me 1d6. Excellent. Okay. And he's going to step forward 5, 10, 15. And that's a little alcove, and he's going to get right in there next to you, Ravas. Hello. Okay, and he's going to attempt to hit you. Attack 1. A miss. Ooh. Even with... You know what? He rolled a... he doesn't have that plus to the to the hit. It should just be a regular straight roll. You get an attack of opportunity on him. Now here's the thing: the sword's in Xeon's hand, right?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
aware.
Okay, so you can go ahead. You got that attack though because he fumbled. Is there anything that you can do to him?
I took it.
Oh, my bad. Right in front of me. Okay, and what are you hitting him with?
Just a rapier.
Just rapier? Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's all I need to know then. Oh, don't give me that crap. There we go. Okay. And here comes his second attack. 16 hits you, though, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And that's 7 points of damage he does to you. Now, this is the first time you've been hit, right?
Yes.
Okay, give me that Constitution saving throw. Okay, cool. You do not receive the -1 to attack. Since Thargak's over here now, the flying bat thing's going to attack Xeon, and I'm assuming 11 doesn't hit Xeon.
You are correct.
Okay. All right. Now it's the next round, and Rolf, you get to go.
Alrighty. Well, I'll keep on trying to defend my position as long as I can here. And that'll miss, but I use my other trident, and that'll miss even worse. It's the light's getting dim here for Rolf.
Gotcha. Rolf, do me a favor. Roll me a naked d20.
Okay. 19.
Ooh, that's a good roll. You wanted that. Okay. It appears to be shrinking. And guess what? It is now staggered.
Alrighty.
Something to do with the connection of the portal, possibly. Although Thargak, being cool like he is, doesn't seem to be affected. Okay. Wanderer, go ahead. It's your turn. Oh, nice.
Rit.
I keep wanting to put the damage on you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I didn't.
Thank you.
All right, Ravast, your turn, man.
Ravast is going to take out his bow, and he's going to aim it at Thurgak, and then move and shoot it right past him, right to here.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
So a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
And
Roll me, before you do that, roll me an intelligence check. Okay. Not a problem. Okay, go ahead. You shoot. The cloud comes. I'm assuming this is the sickness cloud that you're doing.
No.
Oh, okay. What are you doing? Ooh, wrathing started. A thick fog that completely obscures vision and fills a 10-foot radius, spreading around corners. It requires the fog remains until the duration ends. Ah, okay, that's cool. I see what you're saying. So you're going to envelop those two guys in the fog, is what you're going to do.
No, all of us.
All of you guys. Okay. You're not immune to the not being able to see?
No.
Okay. So everybody will have a. I think it was 60.
33.
Is it?
33.
I thought it was the same as when it's the same as like full coverage, isn't it? 66, not 33.
I believe it was.
I mean, can you? Because it's saying
Yeah,
you
I'm looking
can't.
it up.
Thick fog
Yeah,
completely obscures is the deal.
Yeah, I think that was the 33.
Okay.
But I can look it up.
Yeah, go ahead and double check, and then Xeon, I'll let your attacks go off without the effects of this right now, and then we'll just have the effects be on the bad guys.
All right. When you get a chance, Ravos, can you roll for that sword? And then my other attack.
Okay. Are your guys' plus to hits the same?
That's a good question.
It's 5, right?
It's +2 from the sword. What's your?
Yeah.
You're both +3. Then it doesn't matter. So okay, it's
Yeah.
okay. That's good.
Factors.
And let me go ahead and do this. Boom.
A character who's very hard to see, moving out of heavily fog or similar, is protected by a 33% mischance. A character who cannot be seen at all due to total darkness, particle fog, invisibility, or similar, is protected by a 66% mischance.
Okay.
On all direct attacks.
This is
Assuming an attacker can narrow down his location by sound, money, footprints, etc.
Yeah.
If the attacker cannot narrow down, no effective direct attack can be attempted.
Okay, and this is completely obscures vision. So basically,
That
you
is
wouldn't be
correct.
able to see it all. So it would be the 66.
Yes.
So okay, all right. So that'll be going up. It'll be on these bad guys' attacks though. So
Okay. So then Revast will move away.
is Xeon's special ability? Is it in the same round if it gets bloodied, or it has to be bloodied when he attacks?
I
It
believe
just
you
says-
mean staggered.
Staggered. Thank you. Thank you,
It just
Michael.
says once per staggered target.
Okay, it wasn't staggered when you hit it, so we're good. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it's the bad guy's turns then. Okay, so the big guy up top. Let's go with a couple of more swings at old 3. That's gonna miss a 10. That's Michael. Has he only hit you like what once? I think.
About 3 times.
Oh, about 3 times. Oh, that's better than I thought. Okay, Wanderer.
Yeah.
Ooh, 19 hits
I
you.
said the light is growing dim.
Okay, you got 5 points of damage to you. Go ahead and roll me that naked 20 again there, Michael.
Okay. 14.
Ooh, that's still pretty good. And it shrinks. It's shrinking more. Okay, and it missed all you guys. Again. No. I'm sorry. It hit you for 5 points of damage, Wanderer.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you. Or not, thank you.
All right, I'm going to roll right. Let's see if my man can determine. Yeah, he's good. He's going to move. Does that limit his speed? I would assume when he's in the darkness like that.
I mean, I don't. No, not. I don't know.
Well, he wouldn't be able to go anywhere anyway because he's got Xeon in front of him. So actually, Sarkak's not going to do anything this turn, but his bat's going to attack Xeon. That'll hit, but let's roll the percent. And it did hit. Hey, how about that? Okay, you take 6 points of damage and give me a Constitution saving throw there, Xeon. Okay, you succeed. Okay, that's their turns because Thargak is just like hanging behind his dude there. Okay, Rolf, what are you doing?
I am going to continue what I've been doing.
Get him.
Melee. Oh, fumble.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Now I do have that hidden blade thing still, which I get a 9, so I missed it there too. So
Okay, let's do the attack against you. It misses. Okay, Wanderer.
hands are getting all sweaty on the trident's
Right.
shaft.
Okay, that hits. All right. Ravast, you're out of the blackness.
Can I?
And you know, too, from when you were up there, technically, you couldn't even really shoot in there and hit them because unless they've moved, they're still behind that stone wall from that
Right.
vantage point. Yeah.
No, that's good. Can I take a? I'm gonna use the jar of healing.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, Xeon. I take you're going to attack with that sword again?
I'm actually gonna attack with my regular sword on the thing in front of me first.
Okay.
So
It gets
And
an
I
attack
am-
on you.
I am going to use hidden. Well, can I use hidden blade to reroll that?
It
Because
automatically.
it's a fumble.
No, the hidden blade allow. Well, what is hidden blade? Is that just another attack, or
Just
what is
says the rogue may reroll a failed melee attack.
Yeah,
it? You can still re-roll it, but he still gets an attack on you.
yeah, that's what I just did, or just had
Alright.
Yeah.
happened to me. So, yeah.
Yeah, I could do it. I could do it 4 times.
And he's going to miss in his attack against you. So
All right, then I'm not gonna reroll that. Then I'm gonna roll the other sword.
okay.
Is that it?
Well, no. Well, it might actually give me the percentage roll. Because there's a 66% miss chance right here. And you miss.
Great.
Okay. Are you going to stand your ground?
For that one, I'm gonna do the reroll for that one.
Okay,
The
you
hidden
can do
blade
that.
on that one. Yeah.
Well, actually, no, you can't. And this is the reason why. Technically, you hit. The reason you missed is because of the obscurity. You following?
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So if you miss on your to hit roll, you can do that ability. This is the 66% chance because you can't see. Because that's
So-
basically what it's trying to. The 66% chance roll is for you to go, that's where he's at. I figured it out. And then if your attack is successful, you were able to figure out where they were at to throw it. So basically what it means is you would have hit, but you thought he was over here and you swung it open air. You
Right.
didn't swing. Yeah. So
Yeah. Is this a cove I can go into?
you sure can.
So I'm gonna sneak through here, and I'm gonna try and do that to stealth to make it even harder for them to find me,
Okay.
since we are in the fog.
Now there's two things that need to happen for this. Because you're in the darkness, just give me a perception check. Make sure that you are
Sure.
getting into the cove properly and not get
are you?
and not
There you
get
are.
turned about.
Ha!
Okay, so you're like, you do one of these. I'm gonna get in the cove. Bloop. You come over there and you go against that wall.
Sure.
So you totally misjudge where you're going at, but you can roll on your stealth and see. I'll let you disengage if you make.
I'm gonna
your
use my
stealth.
reroll pool for that one.
There you go. There you go.
Not like these things are. There we go.
Okay, cool. You got it. Whoop.
All right.
Okay, you're over there.
And then you want a stealth check for that, I assume.
Nah. I'm just gonna say
All
you're
right.
there. I'm just gonna say you're there.
Cool.
Just speed it up. Okay, cool. All right. I think that was everybody. Yeah. Okay. So the monster's turn. Miss. Ooh, I got a hit. You take a whopping 3 points of damage there, Rolf. Okay. And Wanderer. 15 will hit you, though. Okay, Wanderer, you take 4 points of damage. This thing, I got to roll on both of these to see if they can get out of there. Oh, good rolls, good rolls. Okay, this thing just comes flying out, and it sees you and it comes over. Ha ha! I found you, Thargak.
Now, as it flew by me, would I get a chance of attack?
Roll the percentage, and if you get higher than the 66% chance, I will allow it. You do. Go ahead.
Cool.
Ravas, roll the sword for him there. Oh, nice. Okay, this thing just did it again. It turns into ash and is gone.
Great.
So that is all you see is a bunch of ash come flying out of the darkness onto the floor in front of you, Ravas.
Ha ha! Gotcha.
And Thargak comes over, and let's see. I'm going to roll the percent, see if he can find where you're at. He does not. So he just keeps moving and then until he comes out. But that's going to be the end of his turn.
Now, do I get another
Go ahead.
roll to do that?
Well, no. You only get one of those around.
Oh, okay.
So if he'd have gone first, but...
Right.
Okay. All right. That's all of their attacks. Rolf, first give me the naked 20.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good with that. It shrinks down even more. Okay, it's your attack.
22.
But now you can attack out of the
Got
fog, and he can't see
8.
you.
And then I also get to use my backstab then, since he's staggered.
Get him.
Oops. Space there. 15.
Nice. Okay. Wanderer. Get it.
Sorry, it's on mute. So I'm gonna rage,
Okay.
which means here, I don't know, click that and see what happens. Yeah, there we go. And so that's +2 to the, so it's a crit,
Ooh, nice.
and +2 to that, so that's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. So close. Okay. All right. Ravas.
Close to what?
Don't worry about it. All right, Ravas, it's your attack.
Okay. I'm going to take one of the flaming arrows and just stab Thurgak with it.
Get it.
What do you want me to roll?
Just roll your normal attack. I mean, it's the same. Which misses.
That's fine. I just want to move to right here so that I make sure that Xeon has flanking if he decides to attack, since we're on opposite sides.
Gotcha. All right, Xeon, man. Come get some.
I am gonna step into here, so I'm still obscured, but I can see him very well. Now, would you consider this, since he flew right by me, that I'm surprising him?
No.
No,
because
this is my fun.
And this is the reason why. Because you have to stick your face out, and he knows you're around here. So, granted, there's all this blackness right there, and you do one of these, and your face comes out of, there he is! Shoot!
Yeah, but I'm behind him. It's all good. I'll still get the damage anyway. He's staggered.
Yeah,
And we're flanking, so it's a +1.
Yeah, you get +1 to the
Yeah,
attack.
but I would get +4 to the hit with the backstab.
What do you hit
All
him
right.
with?
Your sword first.
Yeah, let's do it. That hits.
Sweet.
And is the damage already?
There's
So that's
two
it's a +1, actually. So, is that before the roll, or because that's past the crit range. So it hits 21.
It was a 16 plus
Okay.
3 plus
Yeah.
2.
There you go. So
Yeah.
what's the total damage we're looking at here? We got an additional 18. 18's the total, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so...
then I have my second attack.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Hold on. There is no second attack. Because out of the mist comes this streaking crystalline-like sword, and it just cuts him straight down the middle into two separate halves that fall over into ash. Psh, psh. Fine. Okay, so it's the creatures. It's the last bad guy's attack. Here we go.
no liar to be found inside?
No. Liar was consumed.
Oof.
Okay, so we've got attack 1 on, and there's a miss, and there's a miss, and Wanderer. Oh, for crying out loud! Go ahead and attack. He fumbled. That hit.
That gets a +2 to it as well because
Yeah.
yeah.
So 6. Okay, and let's go with its last attack against Wanderer. Misses. I swear. I rolled like crap tonight. You guys are lucky. Okay. All right. Rolf.
All right. 11 probably misses, so a 13 with the hidden blade.
Nope, that misses as well. You won off 14. 14 saves.
Yep.
Okay, Wanderer.
Especially since I have that -1 still. So.
So that's gonna be 9. We're on. This is our second round with her raging, right?
Yep.
So that's a 9. Yeah.
You slice through it with your claw, and as it goes through, it goes deeper into the center core of it, scraping against something that seems harder than the rest of it, and tearing through that. The ooze and tar-like form of it, then it's almost as if it was being held together by like some sort of like magnetic field that was just cut off, and it just falls to the floor in a splash of just yuck.
Right. So like because she's raging right now, she just lets out this really ferocious howl. Yeah.
All right. Oh, guys, guess what? You did it. You closed the portal. You defeated the two big bad guys. Very disappointed that I wasn't able to hit more. I wanted to consume more of you into the bodies of these things. But unfortunately...
Easy now. The wound's still fresh.
I know, but hey.
Ravas is just going to go to where Liar was consumed, and he's just going to kneel down and put his head on the ground. And
gotcha.
For a while.
So
Rolf will sink wearily to the ground. I mean, he didn't have much left to give, and just kind of leans up against a rock outcropping, just exhausted.
Gotcha. Now, Rolf and Wander, and eventually Ravast and Xeon, as they make their way over into the cavern as well, is going to come to see that the tentacles and things that went all over the place basically smashed and grew, and they're growing up the sides of the walls and growing all over the different hey, what's happening, Carlos? Growing all over the interior of this cavern, and it's sprouting all kinds of flowers over all of them. You guys will eventually get your wind back, recuperate. And when you come outside eventually, of course, there's going to be, just like in Tolkien, there'll be a couple of eagles there waiting for you to transport you away. They never help in combat, and they only come at certain times, but yeah, so that's...
Union.
Yeah, there are rules. There are rules. And so, yeah, you guys did it. You Killed him. Now, I
Wait,
want to say,
Sailor.
before I forget, I did the drawing when we were offline taking care of our stuff. Nobody entered in after that. And we have a winner. And Lord Forth, if you would like to send me your address
No way! That's
and
awesome.
your name, we will make sure to send you out the colored copy of the deluxe edition of Low Fantasy Gaming. And I have to say, I'm very jealous because it is a very nice book. Very.
Now, if you
very
do
nice.
decide to give it my address instead, you know, things
Michael
happen.
would appreciate it if you would do that. He really would. He really would. So,
Congratulations.
yes. And that's it. That's the culmination of our mini campaign using the Low Fantasy Gaming rules. Steve, I hope I did, Red Ziki, I hope I did a good job with the rules. We try to adhere to them as much as I think we started to get quite a bit better towards the end there.
We were learning them, yes.
We were learning them. I really liked your game, and I wanted to spotlight it for a little bit, and I hope we send you a little bit of business. And thanks for sending out the books. I know that my Morth and Forth are really going to appreciate it, of course. So I guess with that, let me say that now we did have at the beginning of the episode, I did show the charity event that's coming up on the 15th. We have a 24-hour charity event, and we'll go ahead and we're going to close out with that video as well. But the 15th, it starts. Carlos, are you still on? It starts god awful early. I want to say like 8 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And all I know is that I don't have to get up damn early. I think it's no. That's Praetor's Rejects is the one that's got to get up early for that. It'll say in the video that when we play it though. Us though, Wicked Studios, we come in at noon Eastern time for our 4-hour event portion of that. Okay, at 4 a.m. You a man among men.
Yikes.
Yeah, right. So please check that out. I do want to say that next week, actually, we will not be back with Greyhawk Adventures until February 25th. And when we come back on February 25th, we will have the brand new ongoing campaign will be getting kicked off. So there you go for that. As always, tomorrow we will have Sector 1. We'll be playing Sector 1 for the next 2 weeks. We'll be playing Sector 1, and then we'll be going back to... Uncle Tony will be done with his play, and we'll be going back to Tales of a Savage Land. And then, of course, we still have on Saturdays at noon Eastern time, we have Saturday Morning Superheroes. So I want to say thank you very much for everybody tuning in and watching this mini campaign. It was good stuff. Let's go ahead and have everybody sign off. You can't see her, but she is here. Katie, why don't we start with you?
I would love to start. What do you want me to say?
Just sign off.
Say bye-bye.
Yeah, there you go.
Good night, everybody.
There you go. Excellent. Hey, Steve, go ahead.
Later.
All right, Wes. Oh, you're
muted.
Thanks for having me, everybody.
And last but not least, we have Michael.
Yep, it's been fun, and I'll see you next time.
Yep. All right, so that's it. I want to say thank you again, everybody, very much for stopping in, watching. Peace out. Have a great one.